Okay, R. Okay, kia ora and welcome again to the UA Esports live stream. Tonight we are streaming the second game of 2023 New Zealand Esports Hyperfiber League Elite Division for Valorant. This is our second game of the night. And I'm your caster again, Jenny Kim, and also joined by Arya Dariari.
We're back in it.
Yep.
Just the second game of m4shd Esports. We have Ascent here, and m4shd Esports is starting defender side, and the Girly Pops, they are starting attacker side.
Sided.
Yeah, very standard comp coming in from
Similar comp coming in from the defenders.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna need Killjoy for Sentinel for Sen, and obviously we're gonna have KO as a KO, KO as an initiator. The one thing is they're not playing Sova, instead they're playing Fate for the Girly Pops. But every other agent is same.
It's pretty. It's a good champion on this map, I'd say. Or Ascent.
What Fate?
Yeah.
Yeah. They KO usually it's very common to use KO plus some other info gathering initiator. Very standard comp coming in from both teams.
Very good swordsmanship right here. Good luck, have fun. So actually the map bans and Split, Lotus, Pearl, Bind, Fracture, and Haven. I think Haven is an avoided map by our attackers. So our defenders is actually their second game of the night, and for our attackers, I have no idea.
They also the second game. Yeah, Omen TP to establish the A main control, and also KO flash is invested. Huge work.
Fade I did not go through. It was behind the wall. Did not manage to get any of. Okay, Alan gets picked off
on L&D. Well, and the door's gonna be closed. The spam's gonna tag no one actually. No, never mind.
There is someone close to right. The Omen clip. Okay. It is a very messy round. In a 4v5 situation. Omen's paranoid. Sees the Killjoy's head. Okay. The Killjoy gets a pick off. Okay. Team m4shd managed to defend the site.
A clean retake coming from Team m4shd. m4shd Esports.
That's actually interesting because the attackers basically stayed on the site for the whole time.
Everyone's tech still working?
And did not manage to hold their position. Did not manage to hold bomb down.
Well, it seems like attacker side have like a solid plan about like how they're gonna get into site, how they're gonna establish like main controls, and how they're gonna flood into site. But I don't think they have solid plans for post cloud because they're basically just all on site. They're not establishing any map controls. There's no lurkers. So that was a pretty easy, not easy, but like relatively easy retake from m4shd Esports. So
okay, a knife coming in. Trying to get a push on B main, but
take flight.
Does not seem to have made any previous. Sova tags the Killjoy bot. Omen lurking A
no, we see Omen lurking.
Slowly towards mid.
It is very much watched, but he misses the shot.
Missed the shot. Got m4shd holding in the B main.
Yeah, here's...
Hey, sees KO. Ellen rotates towards mid market. Okay, Mash gets a pick up.
Team A.
Wow. That was a fast round getting all picked off. Wasn't even fast enough for us to analyze that.
Same thing this time.
Kind of just all got picked off one by one.
Yeah,
As
initial
soon as
pick.
the rotate came through from Team Mashed, it was game point for them. 2-0.
Omen just had a look about, you know, A main and gets picked off obviously, and then there was the initial pick and they all had to float out from B main without any proper util.
Interesting hold. It's a three holding mid.
Yeah, they're looking to. Oh, there he managed to stag one. And they're gonna back off now.
Actually,
there is tucked in here.
There's a 5 on B.
Needs help, yes.
Prowler coming in. Okay. Gets shot down. The server draw actually got a lot of info on this. See if they're going to push this. Cute Croissant gets tagged by the server arrow. Okay, Alan, the updrafts to see if they're still there. Okay, Kale gets tagged off. Mash in the corner.
Well cleared by.
Okay.
Down B.
2 picks from Andy and Alan. Oh, and Killjoy gets the trade on the server. That was a good pick.
There.
Okay, there's a TP from the Omen. Okay, but gets traded. Do they manage to win this round?
Spike
up to Killjoy and...
Yeah,
So
Fade, ideally.
I have the spike. Placing sentry.
Is that I? No, she's still close. It's a Spectre on a Vandal. Needs to clear time. He's probably going for the kill.
10 seconds
It's
left.
tagged. Okay, and Killjoy manages to clutch the round with a Spectre. And now she has a Vandal.
Was an appropriate idea coming from Cute Croissant because Cute Croissant had a better gun. Cute Croissant knew where the Killjoy was. And
Would have been ideal to play for retakes.
Yeah, wouldn't
or
have
at
been
least get the bomb down.
Because Killjoy would have picked up a better gun if the Q Croissant planted. So it was the right play, but the fact that it was such a close angle made it harder for Q Croissant to land a shot. Yeah, they're trying to establish an A main control.
5 men aim. We got an Omen lurking mid, but no one is holding mid from the defender side. They're backing off from mid. Still got Wine. Well, the KO and Wine. Will he be getting out of the situation? So 4 of them are trying to push through mid. Slow push. We've suddenly cut off noise. So Mash is holding market and attacker side just slowly trying to get a pick. That is a good KO knife. Okay.
Oh, how did...
Well, Killjoy managed to pick off Mash. The KO with a Vandal. The Omen's still holding main.
That?
I don't know if the attackers are aware of the Omen that's in main.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they need to be
most
diligent.
certainly not. Oh, actually, this might be really huge.
Spike planted.
Yeah,
What? That's one pick?
Not aware. Gets a pick. And the D gets
Another
a second pick
from Jet.
But there is
Another pick from Annie. That's 4 up. So 1v4. Okay, and the last is down.
Not gonna happen.
Seems like a pretty easy game for Mashed Esports.
I mean, they were on a eco. So now they really need to convert this round. This is a full buy coming in from Girly Pops.
We're looking for another A push. Are they able to? They're going to manage the push from this. Ellen is playing up. He is going to be holding
Yeah,
Placing
he's
sentry.
gonna
A
be
with an
holding from
AWP.
heaven. Pretty passive hold.
So we've got KO and Omen actually pushing out on B. Highly doubt they're going to get anyone. Definitely
Yeah,
go
now they're
clear
gonna
some
get
info.
all the info. Yeah, they know, they well know this is not a B push.
Initiated.
Killjoy ult coming in. Okay. Got the attacker sign trying to push in.
Night, night.
Okay, Alan gets a pick on cute Croissant
Take flight.
on the Fame. They've lost their info. They're on site now. Okay, Alan gets heavily tagged.
Oh no, Spam's
Okay,
pretty
Andy.
decent.
Initiated.
Managed to trade off L&D.
Last player standing. Spike
No idea what
down
KO's
A.
doing. Okay, and Nash gets 3 kills, one after another.
Huh.
That is one more point for Mashed Esports.
Oh, that was interesting because KO was holding that molly out for so long, trying
Yeah,
to
for
figure out
so
the
long.
lineup. Figure out the lineup, but I'm not too sure if KO's molly can no longer. I'm pretty sure it can no longer destroy the KJ ult anyway. So, this KO might have been living under the cave.
Under the cave. I think he was trying to figure out the lineup to get rid of the Killjoy. Oh. Okay, we've got an arrow through mid. Scans 2. They're actually a really... Okay,
Good
one pick
spam,
from
and the
Matt. Oh,
jiggle
from
speed
the
coming
Omen.
in, and the execute button.
And TP's out. Paranoia did not get anyone. Okay, I managed to smoke that
Yeah,
off.
he's gonna
He's
evacuate.
backing off.
Having none of that.
Evacuate. Azul
One
gets
enemy
2 picks.
remaining.
Okay.
Spike down
And
mid.
L&D gets another pick. Through market. Getting spammed through the smoke. From the Killjoy. Got her to 1 HP. A very good spam, must say.
Yeah. Okay. Overall,
Looking
Girly
like a
Pops, they-
pretty bright game for Mashed Esports.
Diagnostics.
Yeah, they don't really. They're not really establishing any proper map control, and they kind of waste like first few seconds of the round. Well, sometimes they do establish like a solid main control, but they're kind of lost after that. Don't know what to do with the other part of the map.
Okay,
Oh.
Alan gets a pick on the Jet from the other team.
Yeah, and dips
This
it
seems
out
like-
and play safe, play numbers.
They're barely pushing onto site. Okay, so we've got 2 mid. Sova is still holding the 2 of them. And that is mid tiles. We've got a Killjoy lurking A.
Toaster, my ult's ready.
Okay, it's a pick from the KO. On
Yeah.
the KO from the other team. They're pushing
There should be an
towards
ace
mid.
Powerless.
Okay.
A little bit of street fight
Sova,
going here.
it is a backing off.
Oh,
Killjoy
and
unable to
little
get
bit
the
of
pick.
Killjoy fights going on over here. Well,
Oh,
actually,
and he turns around and shoots at his own Jet.
Annihilate.
That's a nice pick from
Spike
Snuff.
planted.
The clean headshot. They should know one is close. Oh, okay.
Blinding.
Okay, a
oh,
nice
they know
paranoia.
where K is now.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, and he gets a trade. So Cube
Croissant
Croissant
needs to go
is
big
hell.
here.
Actually,
But this position,
knows that he is not. Okay, Alan Degenerate gets the kill on Cube Croissant. That is in hell. Impressive play from Mash Esports again.
Was that important?
I mean,
Yeah,
the
just-
7-0.
very clean round. The
It's a
problem is like
very-
I'm not seeing any like proper trades coming out from Girly Pops, and that's the main reason why they lost that last round, even though they had 2 players advantage at one point.
Very frustrating game for
They are getting on
team
the side.
cutie Girly Pop. I was
They-
gonna say
they-
Cutie Pop.
Cutie Pops.
Yeah.
They are getting on the side, but they're
Okay,
letting
that is a
time.
fade. All coming in. Alan gets a pick.
Easy optics.
I think he's impacted by the ult. Alan gets a
he
second
finds
pick
the
on the
second one.
jet. Okay, he is defending the site. They can't even push through it. They can't even push through B main. A third pick from Alan, but managed to get traded off by the fade. Unaware.
enemy remaining.
Okay, Mash gets another. That is a perfect round executed by Mash Esports.
Bomb grenade out. Remember, your weapon is
They did not even manage to get on site this time.
You have to
Both
think.
teams tried their best. Although Girly Pop was unable to even push out of A main, but it was worth the effort.
Turn out.
B main.
Boss coming back. Out of charges.
Yeah, the
Placing sentry.
little bit lack of discipline there to clear out the common op angle, but again, Ellen Degenerates being that opping player. Yeah, you see, like, flash like that. Talking about delicacy.
Okay,
but
Alan gets another op pick. He is the op demon. Okay, Snuff gets a pick. Mash gets another pick on the Omen. That's 3 kills. It's a 2v5
Last
situation.
player standing.
Okay, a 2v1 situation. A 5v1 situation. See what cute croissant can bring to the table. He's getting mad push. Managed to get 1 kill, but nothing else she can do there.
yeah, the problem is, yes, they have solid plan for A main. KO throws a flash for A main. That initially pushes off Ellen Degenerate from that common angle, but the follow-up, where's the follow-up? They need to instantly fade dog it to like push Ellen Degenerate off that like angle once again, because he can just repeat it, right?
Yeah, the team
Jet,
coordination
license.
from Mash Esports is very engaging. So Alan's going to peek mid. And they're actually full pushing mid. They smoked mid off.
Don't.
Stay there.
Okay, Alan gets a
Yeah.
crazy pick on the KO. Oh, Mash
A little bit of Odin coming in.
gets traded off.
Last player standing.
Okay, no chance.
Spike
Not
down mid.
no chance for them to win, but there is a Killjoy.
and
Unlucky
a dream.
timing. As soon as he turned over,
No dream.
getting 10-0'd. It's a rough game.
I mean, to be quite honest, the Girly Pops, they're significantly lower ranked than Mash Esports.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much predicted, and I would say good effort actually. Like some of the side executes are great that I'm seeing from Girly Pops. It's just the post-plant details that are lacking.
I think in general, the general experience for them is just way less. Trying to get an A push right here. Okay,
Spike down.
Omen gets a kill on Killjoy. Gets a paranoia, going to TP up. Oh my gosh, that is a crazy TP from the Omen, from Snuff. And then Snuff both gets a kill, but Attacker Omen is in their spawn right now. However,
Yep,
the
but
defenders
the
have
spike is
bomb.
nowhere near.
Okay, interesting counter. Is the Omen able to pull it off?
Player standing.
Unable to pull it off. Where is the Jet last?
Yeah, spike is nowhere near. Surrounded
Jet got spammed through the box.
and get picked off.
Last round before the switch.
But you
us
see
to
now, they
11-0.
plays. I see that they like prepared for like some of the plays, but like at this level, if you want to compete at this level, which is high emo radiant people, that is Match
Yeah.
Esports, you really need to have more than one plan.
Yeah.
Because they can just counter it. What they did was they played Snuff just plays anti
Shadows traveling.
and then instantly punish them.
I think with this, the team is pretty separated. We've got 2 that is just pushing
down
up, and we've
A.
got 3 that's playing pretty passive. Not
Yeah,
peeking
and
at
then-
all.
And then where's the KJ Yuto? Where's the KJ Yuto? Where's the KJ
Killjoy
Yuto?
actually has ult right now. Maybe Alan gets another peg with his op. Okay.
Spike down
My
A.
double.
Omen
One
gets his
enemy
second kill.
remaining.
start taking kill. So in a 3v1 situation from the Jet, their Jet is currently the top frag. Unable to get the pick on Mashed.
You know,
That is
Switching
another
sides.
round to Mash
Match
Esports.
They're fighting
yeah,
to
I don't know what that killer was like
win this.
hooked into, like maybe getting ult wolves, but Killjoy kind of completely forgot to place down a alarm bot for flank. Kind of cost him the round.
I mean, with this game, their team, they've got 1 Immortal 2 and rest are Plat and Diamond, so it is pretty unfair for
yeah,
them.
the rank,
The rank disparity is pretty large.
yeah,
So
it is very large.
it is a nice try from Girly Pops. So that arrow coming in does not scan anyone. See, even with the util use. Okay, Alan gets a kill off a frenzy. Nice round. Are they able to get it? So Mash peeks into at least 2. Fade and the Omen. 3 there now. Okay. Killjoy gets the kill on the Jet.
Last player standing.
Manages to get a pick. 2 picks. And that is game.
Attackers win.
That is gonna be
13-0 to Mashed Esports. Congratulations.
yeah, pretty anticipated result coming in. Like they're like the very solid team. They know each other. They
A very
know each
nice
other
try.
how they play.
A very nice try from both teams, though. I think Mash Esports got into a very good momentum ever since the first game.
Yeah. Um. Well, the main reason, if I have to point out, um, the why as to why the Girly Pops was struggling, as I said, they had some plan, but some plan is not enough to beat Radiance and Moral Threes. You need to have solid plan for every single second of the round, which is 1 minute and 30 seconds. You know, you
Yep.
can't just have like a plan for first 30 seconds.
And with the constant push, it was more like for Girly Pops to just push on A this whole time. Barely went on B for a lot of the times.
I mean, but their plan to push onto sides was actually pretty good. They had like few plans established. Like one was establishing A main control, and then splitting A. Um, there was few rounds the that they had uh they managed to plant the spike with more numbers. I would say that's a pretty good success. Um, so they had like pretty good plans going into the side several times, but they lacked plans afterwards, which that being post plans, and also just you don't like they didn't have enough plans
Yeah.
even going
Basically,
into side.
team lacked experience, lacked plans to at least make one play or like try to get one run down. But overall, it was a good game from both.
Yeah,
It was
that's
a good
good
game to
effort.
stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And this is the last and final of our game for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Please stay tuned on our social media for future events or future notices on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And yeah, hope everyone has a nice week this week.
Mm-hmm. And a good
See you
night.
next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.